not being funny, guys, but if it's me, just tell us, will you?
Don't flatter yourself.
As far as Nicola's concerned at the moment, it's everybody, especially me.
I am in the room, you know.
How could we forget?
You go wait in the room.
I'm sorry if I got a bit carried away yesterday. I'm just up to here with the whole Scarborough thing. Now with Bonnie falling to bits, my mother was doing me head in.
So you take it out on me?
If I did, I'm sorry. Can we just rewind and start again?
Fine. How far back do you want to go? Because I'm trying to remember the last time we were actually getting on like a proper couple.
Oh, well, it must be all of, what, weeks, remember? I had a cracking little business. Now I'm a bin man. Not that that bit bothers us. I had a girlfriend who I thought was madly in love with us. And now she can't stand us by the looks of it. Oh, look at us. We're tolerating each other, just. In a house that we can't afford, with a dependent mother and a confused bisexual lodger. But hey, apart from that, things are looking up. See you.
You know, it's hardly surprising he's fobbed you off. Because I remember you saying yourself, oh, way back, our Terence is a bad one.
But he looks such a mess, though.
Well, you can hardly expect him to be on top form if he's taken to living in hostel, can you?
The way he turns so negative all of a sudden.
That mood swinging business, they say drugs can cause that, you know.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, I mean, if he's got people who can help him out of it, then that's what they should be doing.
Well, it looks like you've got two options. You either leave it and let it go for good, or you go back.
All right, so I behave like a total brat. But the question is, what am I going to do about it?
How about get off your backside and go and speak to him? Sort yourselves out.
We can't stay mad at you forever. Take him out for a meal. Works for me.
Since when did you need the meal? Bob,
Right with you.
bag of Chris will probably cover it. I'm in a rush here.
And in a charming mood, clearly.
No change there, then. Don't you think that the romantic meal notion is a bit naff, really, under the circumstances?
Need a what's it? A liaison.
She should know.
Nicola. Nicola, seeing as you're in such prime form, maybe you could be the diplomatic go-between.
Actually, you do seem to get on with him better than anyone else.
Apart from you, till you outed him. Bob!
As far as I'm concerned, it's just a way of separating you from your money. Not that we've got any left.
I've never liked Christmas. You want it to turn out like It's a Wonderful Life, and it ends up being Nightmare on Elm Street.
But don't be so miserable. Leonard bought me a VD player. We've hardly been out since.
Hello? Are you busy? No. Why would you think that?
I don't want to disturb anything. Oh, no, you timed it spot on. Phil was just about to go into detail about Len's sex life. Brew.
Oh, could we go in the office?
Hey, if it's a bit of scandal, we don't mind, honest.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's a business thing. It's more regards to myself, actually.
Yeah, if you've come about work, love, don't be shy. We've no time for that around here.
Well, it's not really me, but...
Beneath you, is it?
Well, if I'm honest, hey, I've got news for you. It's beneath us all, pet, but for some reason, we'll all have to do it. That is what you've come about? Well, I just wondered...
How's your overlocking stitch?
Well, I've never seen it as my biggest strength. You'll fit right in, then. Come into me inner sanctum.
So, how long's he been coming here, then?
They come and go, you know.
And now that's something I'd have to tell you myself, Dad. I might not want you to know.
Nicola filled me in on all the gory details last night, in between slagging us off. Doesn't sound like you've had much fun either.
It's not like I'm going to start jumping on you or anything.
I don't know whether to be relieved or insulted.
What's up with you?
Well, what's up with everyone?
Maybe we should just call a truce?
Oh, if only.
What are you looking at me for?
Well, never mind. I thought that might be why you'd stopped.
I've just been talking to Paul in the cafe.
You make any announcements?
I doubt there are any more little secrets lurking. Or are there? Maybe you should tell me.
Oh, so much for the white flag.
He wanted me to... Well, him, my dad, and his pet slapper. Yeah, I'm even doing this. Hang on. Hello?
Never mind your phone.
It's work. Yeah, excuse me a second. Look, just forget it, eh? I'm busy anyway.
Yeah, well, so are we. Before we started being attacked from all sides.
If we are going to talk, I'm not doing it in here.
Well, it really doesn't worry me. I'm fine.
Well, I'm not, Dad. I'm already an embarrassment to myself. I don't need any help from you.
Oh, whatever you want. We'll go and find a pub somewhere.
I assure you I won't have any trouble doing that. But I'm telling you, Dad, you'd have been better off staying away.
Not after I'd seen the state you were in. And you look terrible, Terence. I'm sorry, but you do.
And you thought you'd salvage an hour of my not very precious time.
I didn't want to leave things on a sour note. If you'd rather be left alone after this, I respect your decision. But in the meantime, I could do with the scotch.
This one's what we call Moonlight Oyster. Very winter wonderland, this one. It's got that satin sheen to it, but it's surprisingly warm in a natural light.
Makes you look jaundiced.
Perfect. That's just how I feel. Maybe Bob's latest daughter could wear it.
Look, this isn't just about you, you know. It's about me as well, and you. Have you got something a little bit more, well, richer? Something with a bit more passion? Red. How about red?
We'll be in a church, not a shop window in Amsterdam.
We need a bit more colour.
Well, what could be more winter than white?
I'm thinking Imperial Russia.
Well, I'm thinking Yorkshire.
Look, Donna, I know you're not enjoying yourself, but please try and make this the best day ever. Well, I'm with you on this one. All that fur, that deep velvety ball gown look. We've discussed the possibility of muffs, thank you.
Purple. Give me a few minutes.
Now you're talking.
Not listening, though, are we?
Just a tonic for me, please.
Sure.
Positive.
That's a whiskey and a tonic, please. So how long's it been? Here, I mean.
Well, the hostel, probably about a fortnight. Just after, what's-her-name phoned? Betty.
Am I allowed to ask why?
All sorts of reasons. Too many to go into, probably.
Drink?
That's one of them. Just because I can't, no reason why you shouldn't. Go ahead.
You haven't said anything, but I'm going to ask anyway. What's the situation with that?
This. Over. Long while back.
So why keep the ring?
Because in my naive little way, I see it as a reminder of what I'm missing. So long as it's there, it's, I don't know, encouragement, I suppose. In as, if I can sort myself out, I might have a shot at getting her back again.
Where is she?
She's around. Just not around me. Oh, there's no kids, by the way. I expect we're coming to that one next. Probably just as well.
What about your house?
I was made redundant last year. They said it was part of a general restructuring, but drink again, basically. Anyway, no wages, no mortgage payments going in. Here I am.
Bits, it can't have cost you that much, surely.
Dad, when I say drink, I don't mean a couple of pints of an evening. I was a mess. Janice did it best. Waste of time.
I am sorry it's come to this.
Nothing for you to be sorry about. It's not your fault. Is it?
Kelly, I know you mean well, but I really have got to get some work done today. I've been meaning to tell you that's actually where all the money comes from.
You are channeling your energies into a worthwhile cause.
Not that we intend going over the top or anything.
You'll be the one going over the top. We won't be here.
Neither will Ivan.
What's he said?
Nothing. I didn't tell him. He got kind of awkward and Simon was there and... Anyway, he doesn't know, so there's no point now, is there?
Wasn't exactly a big job.
Dad, do you think I've got nothing better to do than go around organising dates for my lodger?
Or doing something nice for your brother.
Let's not get into an argument over it. Let's just forget about it.
No chance. In fact, I've got an even better idea.
Sounds a little bit scary.
There are times, Paul, when you actually do need a woman.
Now then, we call this one Frosted Aubergine with a damson blush in the fold. This is a very forgiving shade, Miss Windsor.
As in what? It brings out your veins.
Donna, open your mind to the thematic possibilities. Think winter, think Wonderland.
Think £1,800.
For both.
Each. Very reasonable for something this exclusive.
Yeah, it's only exclusive, as in nobody else in their right mind would get married in it.
She's nervous. It's her first time.
So last. I'm trying to enjoy this, Mum. What's wrong with me?
Well, getting married is a very stressful experience. I mean, you have to stay positive. Maybe you only start to enjoy it once it's all over.
The marriage?
No, the wedding.
Now then, once we got this zip done up...
I did ask for a 10.
This is a 10.
Maybe for a pygmy.
Well, I did think you might have put a pound or two on lately.
I beg your pardon?
We could let it out a touch.
No, it's just warm in here. I've expanded in the humidity. I'll be fine once I get it home.
Moment on no trouble.
Wrap it up. If it's a 10, it'll fit. End of story.
Well, you work good hours on those bins, I'll give you that.
Do you want to swap?
Can we get you one?
What she means is, can my dad get you one?
Go and get him changed. Wouldn't want to offend anybody, eh? You know, being a binman in scruffy gear and that.
I'll come with you, mate. Unless you want us to hang on.
I'll see you in a bit, Si.
What do you reckon?
Should have had enough time by now.
What's going on?
We've all got a nice romantic little matchmaking plot in progress, so excuse me if I throw up.
Is this in our house?
Ivan and Paul.
What, and that's the only romantic relationship in there worth concentrating on, is it?
I suppose I've had a few setbacks of my own lately, if I'm honest.
Well, I read about Tricia in the paper. I should have phoned you then, I suppose, but I was in a pretty bad way. That was about the time that Janice kicked me out. No, sorry, it was the second time she kicked me out.
Well, I haven't been a great success for the ladies either, I'm afraid.
Well, I did see that morning programme. That must have been hard.
You could have made it a lot easier if you picked up the phone then. I mean, for God's sake, the damn number was on the screen for long enough.
What, and lumber you with an out-of-work homeless layabout on top of everything else? I was probably doing you a favour. Anyway, the state I was in, I could hardly pick up a pen, let alone remember a phone number.
It just seems a shame, all of it.
For both of us, by the sound of things.
So, is that it? We leave it at that?
Back where we started, I suppose. I've got your number, Dad. Just leave it with me, OK? It's not easy, you know, inflicting yourself on someone else when you're not that happy with who you are in the first place.
I am your father.
Even more so. Does our Mary know you're here?
Yes, for now, I can't get used to hearing her called that. I'm so used to calling her Steph.
And she never could stand not getting her own way, could she?
Well, she does have a few issues of her own to deal with.
Still one big, happy family. Well, the servants will be wondering where I am.
Do you need any cash?
I'd only end up spending it.
Terence, is there anything else? You know, apart from the drinking?
What do you mean, drugs? Don't you think I've got enough problems as it is? You keep your money. I've told you. I'm a sight better off now than I was. I got myself into this state. I'll get myself out.
You just look after yourself, that's all.
Take care of yourself on the motorway. And when you get home, have one for me, eh? Tell Mary I said hi.
I know it's all a bit corny, but sometimes you just get to the stage where you have to try anything, legal or otherwise.
I don't want this.
Well, just give it a go. You might like it.
Paul, just let it go, will you? I'm sorry if you spent money in that.
Do you think I care about the money?
No. You don't care about setting us up either, do you? I mean, look at this, twice in 24 hours. No. I know it's not just you. Some people mean well, but...
You're gay, Ivan. We both know it. So let's just deal with it. Calling it bi, it's just denial. I could understand, maybe, if it was just a sex thing, but I really don't think it's like that with us.
Call it whatever you want, Paul, but... whatever it is you're looking for, I just don't think I can be it. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I don't know, just leave us alone, will you?
Hi!
Hey.
How did you get on?
Oh, not as well as you by the looks of it. No, I'm struggling so far, I must admit. Nothing under Vonda's maiden name, apart from a few dodgy photos from when she couldn't get any dancing work. I've looked up Roxy Hope, but all I've managed so far is 3 sites for massage parlours and a Nobel Prize nominee from KwaZulu-Natal.
We can't do place settings when it keeps fluctuating like this, you know.
These are unusual circumstances, my little chorley cake.
Oh, not so little, apparently.
Right, let's get these boxes put away.
Right then, voluptuous Vonda and her happy anaconda. Oh. It's a bit cold for sitting out, mate.
I'd be at home, only it's occupied.
Yeah, they told me what's been going on. I didn't find out about it till after you'd gone.
It's no big deal, forget it.
Well, come on then. You wouldn't be sitting here if it had all gone according to the big master plan.
I feel worse now than I did before. I mean, I kind of wanted to stop, you know, but it was just so not on my terms. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm hardly a top consultant on the romance front, mate, but yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So what do I do?
You're asking the wrong one there. I reckon we're both suffering from the curse of the Blackstocks. All who look upon them are doomed. Oh, maybe we should just stay well away from a lot of them. Fancy a trip up to the malt shovel?
Oh, it's the best idea anybody's had all day.
Oh, how did you go on, love?
Well, he's in a bad state, but he seems to think he'll get out of it. Oh, what do you think, Betty? You've seen him. Do you think he's the sort of person who could cope?
Well, I think your Terence is one of these sort of people that always comes out in one piece. It's everybody round him that's struggling.
But what have I done that's so wrong, though? I mean, I thought I was a decent father, but look at him. Not just Terence, but Steph as well. And some of this must be down to me.
They're adults, Alan. Once you've let them go, they have to make their own way. You can't follow them around telling them how they should behave.
Yeah, but if I'd done a better job earlier, maybe I wouldn't have to.
Did you say anything about the Steph business?
Well, and have him disappear. I thought that could wait.
Well, come and sit down. Your tea's out.
I'm not hungry, Betty.
Well, I put it out now. If you leave it, you leave it. I mean, you've done all you can, Alan. Plenty would have just left it and let him do his own. I mean, you've got nothing to be sorry for. So, give over, Neithering. You're going to make yourself poorly.